This is Drop Tent Media Network.
Hey, welcome to the Weekday Comics. I'm Dave Primiano.
And I'm Dan D'Aprile, and we're here to shoot the shit and talk the news. Hey, here we are.
Hello, sports fans.
In studio. Sports, well, yeah, fan singular. We're only talking to each other today.
Wait, there could be people listening.
Oh, for sports fans at home. No, definitely not. If
What,
they're
do you think
watching this.
I'm just here to have a conversation with you.
Yeah, that's
No,
why we're here.
This is all whoring.
This is all for the gram.
If there was no microphone, if I couldn't bear. No, this isn't a statement about you. I just couldn't bear the idea of a straight up conversation with no other distractions for an hour with anybody.
You're right. The cameras definitely make it much easier to sit here and look you in the eyes and talk to you.
I'd need a TV on. I'd need food in front of me,
at least,
something. Yeah,
an excuse, something to look at instead of you. Again, no offense, just being men trying to communicate. I don't actually make eye contact with you as little as possible.
Yeah, I'm just going to look into the camera for the rest of the episode.
That's why sometimes Neil puts our pictures right up there and we spend the whole podcast watching ourselves. It's much better that way.
I like looking at the version of you with no eyes. That's how much I hate eye contact. Hey, give me a picture with his eyes cut out. So that's the one I could talk to.
Our graphic is the ideal version of a person for you, a man with no eyes.
Yeah. And I think my glasses accessorize my face enough that even with no eyes, I might still rock them.
There you go. Dave, I was thinking of you this weekend. Actually, speaking of your perfect person, I was in King of Prussia. For those of you that don't live in the Philadelphia area, that's the weirdest named town in the world. It's outside of Philly. I was in King of Prussia, and me and my girlfriend went to a dumpling place that just opened by the mall. It was called you know what? I'm not even going to attempt the word in an authentic way. It was called Nan Ziang. And
there's one near me.
Okay, I didn't know that was a chain. Well, I'll tell you what, Arna and I went, and we might have been the only non-interracial couple there. It was all white men and beautiful Asian women.
Oh man!
So, and then we said Dave Primiano needs to come here to find his future bride.
Yeah, there's way too many honkies at the one near me.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's a great place, and if I remember, my meal was. I only spent like $13.
It was incredible. Yeah, it was delicious. It was cheap, but we thought for you maybe a chance at love.
And you got to eat there because those fucking dumplings do not travel well.
No.
So I got to go in there.
Get King of Prussia. You got to go to the King of Prussia, Jan Nang or Nanjang. Get yourself some dumplings, perhaps a partner.
I talk to even less Asian women at that restaurant than most, because they have fucking robot servers there or whatever.
That's right. Right. Yeah. They have cats that deliver you your dumplings, like cat robots. Yeah. But anyway, it was marked how many, what I like to call anime relationships were going on. White man,
body
Asian
pillow.
Woman. Yes. Yeah. Waifu pillow relationships. And I just said, I thought for you, it's the perfect situation. So there.
I don't know. I stick to like the junk Chinese places just because ever since the plastic bag ban in New Jersey, I don't know if Pennsylvania has the plastic bag ban.
By township.
Okay. Well, in New Jersey now, the only place to get a plastic bag is from to-go Chinese places. Yeah. So all my trash has a little smiley face on it now.
And to be clear, when you say junk Chinese, you mean the restaurant, not the type of woman you're looking for.
Well, I don't even know how I would describe a junk. Junk Chinese is just an Americanized Chinese girl, right?
Yeah, probably.
That bought into the whole America. Like now she's got tattoos and fucking smokes. Yeah.
Okay. All right. I like it, and I don't want to hazard a guess at what junk Chinese is because I feel the more we guess at it,
junk Chinese is regular American.
Yes, right.
Yeah,
okay,
you know the Chinese people that don't smoke.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
I meant like cigarettes, not like. No, don't even get. It's not even what they start. Opium. No.
let's let the Chinese people smoke.
Yeah, let's move on. If she smokes opium, classy. If she smokes Newport's, junk.
Got it.
Yeah. What if she smokes them on like a moped with like animals on them? Does that get cool
Okay, we
again?
gotta go.
Does that get cool again? I'm
Like
just thinking,
real
I think that's
animals,
pretty
or-
cool. I think like the people that ride around on the mopeds with like the animals and they've got like
What
the
fucking animal?
cigarette.
I don't live in a city. What animals and
Like,
mopeds are you?
well, not in
talking-
America. Not in, this isn't happening really in
Oh.
America that often.
Okay. What kind of animals?
I don't know. Whatever animal you need. Dogs.
Yeah.
I've seen it with dogs.
Oh.
I've seen it with chickens.
I was thinking more like if it was like a red panda or something, I would
That's like
I
a
would
Pixar
ignore the
film.
woman because they're so fucking cute. Those red pandas, especially when they feel threatened, they're even cuter.
They get up.
It's
They're
so
like-
goddamn
they do like
adorable.
that. They are cute.
Sorry, I've been watching a lot of red panda. No, not because I was watching some videos with my niece, and now the red panda algorithms in my YouTube.
The algorithm it reacts weirdly because it reacts very strongly to the last thing that you watch, so it'll like poison your feed for a little while till you
Yep.
work it out with your normal whatever nonsense you're normally
It's
watching.
all red panda porn for me now.
I'm lost in a similar rabbit hole now. I decided the other day while I was writing the news jokes for this podcast that I'd put on some nice ambient music, and I put on a playlist called Music for When You're a Villain and You're Plotting Your Revenge. That was the name of the playlist. And it was just like this like cool, I gotta say, I didn't put it on for this respect, but about like an hour in, I was plotting revenge. Like the
Ooh.
music, the classical music was very paranoid and like, okay, like I felt like I was in my room alone plotting my revenge. And now the algorithm is giving me shit like today I saw one that was like music for when you're playing chess against death and death is about to checkmate you. What? That is an extremely specific.
Do you care at
playlist.
that point?
No, I
Yeah.
don't think so. I feel like at that point it's
I don't know.
basically it should have just been called creepy classical violin and it would have been good. But
Yeah, I had like music that I would plot. Like I guess I'm always plotting revenge. That's why I don't fucking sleep at night. If I'm not like, that's why I need fucking music on, or I need to read a book, because otherwise I just lay there with my thoughts, and it always goes to revenge
you plot revenge
for people that I can't even find right now if I tried.
Okay. See, I don't know how much revenge I plot so much as I go back to that moment and then I win the argument.
Yeah, I let a lot of humiliation just linger in my head.
Yeah, that's
all the
basically what
time.
it is. It's like it's the humiliation, but in my mind, it's no longer the humiliation because I'm winning in my mind. Whatever I did when people laughed at me, no, now I'm the cool one. And then of
Yeah.
course I go, oh right, but that didn't happen. In fact, the real memory, very painful. And then yeah, that's how usually the cycle goes.
All right. So speaking of Asian women acting like white bitches,
Okay, I'm interested to see where you're going with this.
well, no, I just wanted to segue into the white bitches thing because I
Oh.
know you wanted to talk about
Yes.
yesterday. Pat McAfee on his he was talking about the rookie class this, the rookie class that of the WNBA. No, they're not talking about the rookie class. They're just talking about some white bitch from Iowa,
That's right, Caitlin Clark.
and people didn't seem to like it too much.
No, they didn't like it because I think, like you said, when we were talking about like what we were going to talk about on the podcast, he was tongue in cheek. He was just
Yeah.
joking. He was just like some white bitch, you know. But it falls under I think it falls under the Bill Burr, theory of like racial vocabulary, where bitch, but from like a straight white man with no rhythm whatsoever, cannot sound endearing. There's no way that you can make that sound endearing. It just sounds harsh, right? Like, I don't know. I think that many people can use the word bitch, but I feel like bitch is the most endearing said by a black guy. You know what I mean? Just like the Bill Burr thing on like motherfucker. It's like, it's just charming and it can be totally endearing coming from like a black voice. White voice, hard, jarring, mean. That's that's the problem that he ran into. If it had been Shannon Sharp or Stephen A. Smith or Shady McCoy, anybody, Ocho Cinco would have been. If it was Ocho Cinco, it would have been delightful. We all would have loved it. Be
Would it?
like, he called her a bitch.
No, I disagree with that. I think we can use bitch. I
Well,
think
I think
bitch-
we should use it, but I'm just
I
saying
think-
it
yeah.
doesn't have the same sonic satisfaction. It's
I
not
thought-
it's not as cute.
I thought we've invented other words to offend women because bitch became empowering somehow, like boss bitch or
That's true.
fucking-
They reclaimed it.
yeah.
Well, this is also to my language thing, like a cunt. Like you can't, if you call one a cunt, fighting words, right? They don't want to be called a cunt at all. But if you're British, oh, you being a little cunt, yeah. And they go, oh, that's delightful, you know? Like British people could just call people cunts to their face.
No, I think British dudes can call other dudes cunts. See, we can't say it at all. Like I've said it in the vicinity of women about.
I felt weird
not
saying
women.
it right here.
Oh, I'm fine with it. I
don't feel weird because of you, Dave.
No, I'm not saying I'm fine with you saying it. I mean, I'm fine with saying it. I think, once they took bitch, it's like, all right, well,
this is where we make our stand.
Yeah, now you like, well, no, it's not that. It's just like, all right, you can cross a point, and if bitch doesn't let you know that you've crossed that point, then I need to use a different term.
Oh yeah, in that respect, it is nice to have a word that is like a true fuck you, like a mic drop word, right? Like you say that, like everything is escalated to another level that it wouldn't have with bitch. Bitch can be tricky. Some people take it that way. Some people will let a bitch. You could call someone a bitch all day, and they'll let it slide. Some people you call them a bitch once, and it's DEFCON 1.
Because I'm trying to think how aggressively say it. It's not that aggressive sounding of a word, though. I thought anything that ends with sh, that fucking. Cunt ends with that hard T.
There's no way
that's a T is like a exclamation point, but it's a letter.
I think it's right. Well, it's just I think it's the British fun with vowels that makes it more tolerable. It's like you couldn't. It's like, yeah, I like that. That doesn't sound like the way you say it in America. Cunt. Ooh, tough, hard. Bitch. Yeah, I agree. You can have fun with that. You can be like, what's up, bitch? And it's like, it's fun.
What's up, C-yunt?
I don't think we're ready for that. I don't think society's ready for C-yunt.
I think if anybody is going to try it.
Do you're going to bring it back?
Bring it back. I invented it.
Here it is.
Trademark.
You saw it here, folks.
Fucking put this episode in a time capsule. Is that how you trademark stuff? You bury it in the ground?
Yeah. Then you dig it up later like a gotcha.
Yeah. So I can sue people. What? We got to go to the hole in the ground. I'm taking you to court.
Your Honor, please.
I don't know how to trademark stuff. I think I've looked because of a script, and it was very confusing to me, and then I just stopped writing my script.
With scripts, I feel like you hear that story every so often. Like I heard it about The Matrix. The woman said that she wrote it. The Wachowski now siblings said, no, you didn't. Then she was like, ha, but I have this ancient copy of the script. Well, where did she get that? How did she prove that it was
the time capsule?
The only thing I can think of is it was somehow buried or interred in like a tomb. Yeah.
But I'm okay with what he said.
Okay, well, that's good.
I think he was repeating what the chick that body slammed her said.
Right. He was referencing her comments about Caitlin Clark. Now I don't remember her name because it is the WNBA.
It's Chennedy or something like that. And I don't even think I'm like her first name, I believe, is Chennedy.
Okay. Well, that woman is going to have to change the sport or be arrested in Russia for having a vape pen for me to learn her name. Those are the two ways I've learned WNBA players.
What? It's like only Chennedy, but it's softer because it's got that sh sound.
Chennedy.
Yeah. See, it's Chennedy, right? You've already looked it up. We got
Sorry, it's going into it's just talking about the
Chennedy
whole
checked the fuck out of Caitlin Clark.
It's true. Are you okay? I mean, I know it was a non-basketball play, but are you okay with it happening?
Yes, of course. I think that the WNBA becoming violent like the NBA is a good thing. I want to see. I hope Chennedy becomes the Draymond Green of the WNBA. I hope it's just violence on the court every time she takes the court. I hope that we get a Ja in the WNBA.
Ja?
Just a deranged gun-wielding lunatic. I think that would help the WNBA. I feel like we should have all the drama. And it's funny because my dad, my uncles, they would always rag on the WNBA, not from the fun perspective that we do because it's boring, you know,
I would never say that.
on the shittier perspective based on like the biology of the thing. And they would say, you know, like, well, you know, the WNBA, these women are too busy painting their nails and getting into cat fights to play basketball, stupid shit like that. I don't know if they actually said that, but you know, they say like women, the same thing that's like, oh, you know, a woman
So
politician.
you just came up with that on your own?
Yeah. It's like high level misogyny. No, they're misogynistic, right? Well, I think that all this drama, it's like, look at the NBA now. That's more drama than I've ever seen come out of the WNBA.
I know, fucking load management. That's like having a fucking man period, right?
Yeah.
I don't hear about load period management in the WNBA. I guess because the season's only 30 weeks long. They all synced up. I don't know.
The whole league is really nasty. All right, let's not.
I liked it too. I was okay. Well, there was 2 plays where she fucking went down.
Yeah.
She flopped.
The one
Definitely on the one where Angel Reese boxed her out.
Yeah.
That was a fucking flop
That was
and a
a
half.
flop.
I don't believe that the Chennedy check. I don't believe that was a flop. She was blindsided,
Yeah, she checked the fuck out of her.
but I'm okay with it.
I like
3
it.
Yeah, it's there's 3 reasons to watch the WNBA right now. Fucking fouling the shit out of the rookies, short shorts, and a rivalry that's racially dividing the nation. 80s basketball is back. These women are bringing us 80s basketball
yeah.
all over again.
You're right. And the white player, what's she known for? Shooting threes,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Much like the
And she's probably better than the black player, but the black player got drafted to a better team, so she's probably going to have more team success overall.
She might be better all around athlete, right? So yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe we got this Larry Bird, Michael Jordan situation.
Magic.
I'm sorry,
yeah.
Magic. Excuse me, Magic Johnson situation. A Bruin. I like it. The WNBA could be experiencing their renaissance.
I mean, yeah. Well, wait. Does a renaissance mean it had to? I guess no. Renaissance can be the first time you're popular too, right? Because
It's like means rebirth, right?
basketball
So yeah,
was a dying sport, and
Right.
then that rivalry brought it back, and it's never really relinquished since then.
That's true.
So, will the WNBA relinquish?
Maybe. I guess it all depends on the incoming talent, right?
Yeah,
Like it all depends on who comes in. If they're interesting, then it'd be good. But I think like with a reliance on like social media and the rise of like more people being willing to be like characters more in the sports and professional sports, I think you'll see that hopefully because then maybe these ladies will stop complaining so much. No, I'm just kidding. I am kidding. The the WNBA is being good is good for everybody. You know, because then you have a sport, a league. You prove that it works, that kind of a league works. I guess women's tennis is already pretty successful.
I mean, yeah. Well, volleyball for okay.
Well,
so these are
volleyball, I mean-
volleyball and tennis are. Do you think they're more popular because of the play or because they're hotter? Golf too.
I gotta say,
I didn't see coming, but
Yeah.
there's a lot of hot golfers.
that
out
is
there, too.
that is very surprising too. I guess with golf, you don't really have to do much, so you can work on yourself a little more.
I kind of see like a butchiness factor would maybe get you on the green quicker, but it's not to be.
Yeah, maybe. But with it's women's golf, so I feel, a lot of the men's golfers are somewhat effeminate themselves. So golf is not a sport where you necessarily need
I think big fat guys smoking cigars in between.
John
holes
Daly John Daly is not although just put him in the women's league. Just him, just to see what happens, just for the chaos.
He's still
of it.
alive.
I think so.
Oh.
I think maybe he just died. I don't know. But yeah.
I don't know, sort of the other, because I found out that there's a women's hockey, like a professional women's hockey league.
Professional one? I didn't know that.
I guess so, but they didn't even. Minnesota won the women's Stanley Cup. I think they're they actually just got that fucking thing you can buy at Target or whatever, that Stanley Cup as a prize.
Oh yeah, right. They all get Stanley Cups.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the.
But they don't even. Yeah, Minnesota won. Congratulations.
Congrats, Minnesota.
but I looked it up to see if they even have team names. No, they don't. Like all the teams in professional women's hockey are just the city.
Really? That's weird.
I know.
I don't like that. Your team should have a name.
Yeah, I thought they would just do it because what the WNBA does is just kind of take the name of their brother city,
Right.
and just make it shittier.
Yeah.
Like, okay, they have the Suns. We'll just be Mercury.
Yeah. They need to take a page from one of the greatest women's sports, which is roller derby. They need to name their teams like crazy ass shit. Like roller derby team names are like, you know, like the Loch Ness Monsters and shit like that, like cool things, you know?
Is that a team in Scotland or is that an American ass team? Or are they Scottish women?
I guess it would have to be the Bigfoots or something. Yeah, to be an American, we have to Americanize that.
Do we claim Bigfoot?
Oh, hell yeah.
Canada doesn't have a say on Bigfoot?
Well, yeah, I guess he's a North American. We can say that, but he's not
Or,
Mexican.
or do they get Yetis because they're more like the snow Bigfoot?
Like an abominable snowman more for Canada.
Okay. I guess
A Yeti, I think, would be
has,
Asian if I had to guess. Because
Yeah,
Yeti,
he like speaks French. He's annoying as well.
yeah,
I thought the Asians already have dragons. Let Canada have something.
okay.
Mexico's got the chupacabra.
Yeah, that's like a vampire though. That's not a Bigfoot. The chupacabra.
Yeah, I'm saying mythical.
Yeah, okay. We're just going cryptids in general.
Yeah.
New Jersey has the devil. You guys, your state has its own cryptid.
That's true.
Yeah.
13th kid, which is very, very on point for New Jersey. The white trash New Jersey women of the Jersey Shore area. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Wait,
Jersey.
Pennsylvania?
No,
Pennsylvania doesn't.
I don't
have
think it has
any?
a cryptid. Pennsylvania has railroad tracks that allegedly like you can park on. As the story goes, some kids got hit. A school bus got hit by a train. And now if you park on the tracks, even though the tracks are now defunct, and you put like baby powder on your bumper, your car will be pushed to safety and there'll be little children's fingers in the baby powder. Now, I don't know how true that is, but
Yeah,
that's
that's
the story.
That's like state to state. Everybody
Yeah,
has that one.
That feels like I
Never-
heard
I
that,
never
but that
heard
could
that
be.
shit.
I went to one of those in Jersey, in Echo. You could go to the end, like a dead
Yeah.
end, and it was like if you parked on there long enough, then waited, and then all of a sudden you'd
Yeah.
see somebody come out and they tap your car.
I
or
saw
whatever.
little kid handprints on a fucking bumper. I would assume they were trying to escape from a pedophile's trunk.
Mm. True.
That's why I don't keep baby powder on that.
And the New Jersey Devils are New Jersey's hockey team.
Yes.
Right.
So,
Second best team name in hockey, according to the rank bank.
according to your previous podcast, the rank bank.
Actually, I don't know if that was the overall. That was my rankings.
Oh,
I had
okay.
them. Yeah. I like names where the city and the name combine into like one thing.
Yeah. What
Yeah,
was
like-
your top hockey team?
Oh, the Colorado Avalanche.
Hell yeah. That's a good one.
It hit my 3 points. It was local it was something that was local. It was something that was actually threatening.
Yeah.
And it's something to do with the sport. You're getting attacked by a deluge of ice.
That is true. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I know you have the Diamondbacks by the same measure in your
Exactly.
baseball. Yeah. What about football? What was your favorite? What would be by the Dave rank bank system?
I went with the New England Patriots because
You think a Patriot is likely to kill you? I guess depending on where you're at
Yes.
in the world.
I think no, it went like if you asked me that in the 90s, I would have not given a shit about that name at all. But since it became like the poster child for white people exceeding like their wide receivers
yes.
and just the trashiness of their fans.
Okay.
Like, I'm a fucking patriot, and just like it just went perfectly with the area, with the team.
All right.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
was-
I guess you're right. Also, like now in this day and age, whether or not you agree with the self-label, the people that like storm the Capitol and
Yeah.
stuff, whether like we're patriots, it's like okay, maybe patriots are a little more dangerous
Yeah.
than no. I don't know many people that have like described themselves as a patriot to do something chill. No one's ever been like, "Hey, I brought a case of beer
yeah.
because I'm a patriot." You
I'm
know?
gonna sit in a kiddie pool on my front lawn and just drink fucking cans of beer
Yeah.
all day.
because I'm a patriot.
I'm a fucking patriot.
Yeah, but you are a patriot if you do that.
Yeah, that's the
Ironically,
most
you're way more of a patriot doing that than any of the shit that people go like, I don't have to show you my ID. I'm a patriot. You know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Were you upset this past week when they didn't rise up after the Trump ruling and burn down an official building?
Part of me was, I guess, in the
Yeah.
fact that like I got to watch the verdict come in live, and the first thing I did was switch over to Fox News because that's when you get like the pure unadulterated fear and like spin. Just like if Trump wins, you know, and he still might, you want to be watching MSNBC when that gets finalized, right? You want to be on the opposing side whenever one of the sides scores a big win in the culture war or the whatever you want to call it. I mean, the guy's a fucking criminal, but let's just look at it from the fun aspect of the election.
What were you watching? Okay, what were you watching when he won, and what were you watching when Biden won?
I was watching. Oh man, what was I watching when Biden won? I remember I was watching. I flip around a little bit because you don't want to get to commercials. Things are still coming in, but I think I watched. I definitely, when Obama won the second time, I was watching Fox because I remember that meltdown. That was great. I was watching MSNBC when Trump won. And then Biden took like forever to win. So I watched like whatever.
Yeah, because
it took like weeks.
Pennsylvania, because of Philly. Philly held up the whole fucking election.
Yeah, Philly and
This
Atlanta.
shithole city.
Yeah.
They fucking forgot how to count.
We fucked everything up for a week. But hey, we came through. Biden won. It was good, maybe. Depending on your perspective.
I haven't noticed the difference.
Well,
I think I was watching Colbert when Trump won, because this is well after he stopped doing stop being funny.
yeah, I was gonna say I never watched Colbert.
Well, he almost like broke into tears. He's like,
Yeah,
everybody was so sure Hillary fucking
100%. Myself included, I will admit.
yeah,
I didn't think there was a chance in fucking hell that this country would vote for that guy.
I'd never seen a fucking joke go on for so long.
In retrospect, it all seems so obvious, but like at the time, I was just like, no, this is an absurdity that we will look back and laugh at one day. Maybe that might be true, but
I don't know. Does society get saner over time, or are they going to find they're going to find a way to, because it's like, and not even other countries could laugh at America because now everybody has their own fucking Trump.
Yeah, the
like
UK had
Boris,
Brexit before Trump, right? I
yeah,
think
that
was
Boris
right
Johnson, same hair too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they're basically like the same guy, just different flavors. You know, it's like European versus American Fanta. It's like same brand, slightly different look.
Mexico just elected its first woman president who's Jewish.
That's right.
And fucking 37 other candidates were assassinated.
Yes. It was crazy. And all of her opponents are like, yeah, she's with the cartels. And she's like, no. Meanwhile, 35 people are being assassinated.
But you're still optimistic. We're going to trend in a more sane direction as a world.
I don't think so. I hope so. I try to hope so for my own sanity.
Why? We're past the halfway point now.
I'll tell you what, if I get to like 60, it'll all be laughs, but I would like to enjoy these last 20. I would like not to be part of a resource war or whatever the hell is going to happen under the loose cannons. It has less to do with them, not people I don't like being elected, and more the fact that the guy's a loose cannon. That's to me is the more thing where I'm like, I guess I could figure like I'm a straight white guy. Yeah, right.
You look like you look.
Me. Yeah, this shit doesn't affect me, but it's more like the loose cannon nature of it makes it dangerous for everybody. I think even the people that really, really want it and know why they want it. I think.
But if you see a group of people coming towards you with pitchforks and tiki torches, they're doing it to hand you one.
Yeah, I can just turn around and be like, I think he went that way, and they'd be like, thank you. Yeah, absolutely. I know that I can blend in.
Me, I don't know.
Well, it depends on how it all breaks. And we're all like, because right now,
Yeah, they like Jews right now.
yeah, right now they're really like Jews. In fact, like they're attacking people that don't like Jews on behalf of Jews, but they hate you guys. So it doesn't make sense, but they're doing it, by God.
There is a lot of self-cannibalization going on.
Yeah.
Didn't you see the pro-Palestinian people held up a pride parade this week?
Really?
And I was just like, wait, I thought you were bros. Like, I mean, I know Palestinians and gays aren't
Bros.
so bro-ish,
Right.
but I figured the people that were pro-Palestine and the gay pride people, I thought that would be that'd be like a blurry circle Venn diagram.
I think that's one of
was-
those things where it's like it's easy to think about people in a very narrow perspective, and then you realize like, oh, people are people. Like Dearborn, Michigan, it's like, you know, the only Muslim majority city in America. And I remember when it was like, you know, growing and everyone was like, that's amazing. That's America. That's the melting pot. Progressive values right there. And then they gained control and they were like, okay, so no gay people in public spaces, right? Because that's really what we all want and believe it, like legitimately all as a community. Not all, but, you know, as the people that gain power were like, right, no gays. And everyone was like, whoa, wait, you were supposed to be like the progressive utopia of Islam in America, that this is the melting pot.
We
And
want
they're like, no, we
yeah.
still hate gay people. Like we're pretty right-wing fundamentalist people. And it's like, oh, right. So I think that's with like the
we want to
Gaza
accept
thing.
people, but like we embrace your culture. Here's your leash, and we will slowly let a little bit of it out until we've decided, okay, you're a perfect balance of your culture and what we believe in.
Yeah. Right.
Here's where it's cool. Here's where you're wrong.
Yeah. So yeah, it gets tricky for a Jew, you know.
Yeah. So are the people? Is their mission statement the ones that are interrupting parades now? Is their mission statement, if those people aren't allowed to have fun, nobody's allowed to have fun?
I gotta be, I don't really understand what they want. That's my biggest problem with them. I don't they want the schools to divest from funds in the stock market that sell things to Israel, despite the fact that if you know a lot about the stock market, really anything about the stock market, you know that that's pretty fucking ridiculous and not how the stock market works. We just invest in a big old, like a basket of
I could
stocks.
be convinced.
Well, all right. Anyway, not to get in the weeds here, but these fucking kids, they don't seem to have it well thought out to me. And then when you're like, well, what do you want? They go, an end to genocide. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
So what are we doing? I don't, we're just going to stand around here and yell at people as they go by. Okay. Like, good luck, I guess.
Yeah. I don't know. I think, yeah, if you block traffic or anything like that, I think there should be a time limit to run a person over. Like, I actually, because I watched, there was like a video a while back of a guy shooting people and like that. He got out of his car, just fucking.
I think that guy just got pardoned, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And at the time, I was like, oof. I feel like if I just heard about this, I'd be a lot more okay with what I like.
Yeah.
Yeah. Watching people get shot's a little rough, but hearing about it,
It's much easier. Much
I get
easier.
it. Like, yeah.
I'd like to say that I wouldn't
Shoot people.
shoot people
Would you know? Would you nudge with your
in
car?
with a camera. With a camera. Remember.
Well, you're the
use a
gun
camera.
owner of the two of us.
That is true. I do own some firearms, but I would never point them at anybody. So point them.
How many?
Right now I own 4.
Okay, and they're all for protection.
Yeah,
So-
I inherited 3 of them.
So,
So-
if 4 robbers break into your house and all come at you you can toe trigger 2 of them,
Yeah,
and then okay,
I have 2 pistols. One I don't think works. I never tried it. I have a cool I have like a cool like chrome pistol. That's what I would just use that one because it looks cool. Then I have like a little 22 rifle and a shotgun. Real life to life, I would use the shotgun.
well, the rifle
but-
needs 2 hands, right?
Yeah, but it's like a 22. Yeah, so you
you
can't.
fucked up your 4. Okay.
Yeah, no. I only have.
Now the robbers have.
Given my
extra-
arsenal, I can only use one gun at a time because one of my pistols probably doesn't work. I can hold it and it would look cool, but I don't think it would do anything. And then my other 2 guns, yeah, you would need 2 hands. You wouldn't even want to use the rifle because it's not. It's 22. You're not. You don't want to shoot someone with a gun and not have them go down. With the 22, that could happen.
I would love to. I think it'd be. I think they'd be so much more okay with violence in movies if people, if fucking Rambo just strolled into it and people just yelled, "Oh, that tickles."
You were talking about like watching people get shot. I just watched something that had like that. It was like a body cam from a police officer, and some crazy guy just like was screaming in her face and like charging at her and backing off. And she literally points a gun. She's like, "I'm going to shoot you. Stop, back off. I'm going to shoot you." And eventually she just like shoots him twice and he just goes like, and like wanders off. And I was like, that guy took those like a champ.
Yeah.
And then the top comment on the video was like, he died 15 minutes later. And I was like, but if you see that, you're like, he's just like, nope. And he just like walks away. And that's like a 16 millimeter, I think.
And that's fine too, because the biggest problem with gun violence is that it's all so sudden. 15 minutes, you can get your affairs in order, right?
there was another one. I feel like this makes me think like I've watched a lot of people dying. It's just come up on my feed lately, but there was one where a guy tried to like cause shit at a gun store. He like opened the door and he started screaming and he reached for a gun in his waistband. And like the 3 guys that worked in the store like opened up on him. And then he's laying there and he's like, really? That's what he said. I was like, I watched the whole thing and I'm generally pretty disturbed when I watch those things, but I watched it, I was like, he said, really? Like, that seems to be a very lame last words. Like, come on, dude.
I know. That sounds like Matthew Perry's last words if he got shot. Like I could just, that's what I'm picturing. I'm picturing Chandler getting shot right there.
Chandler Bing.
Could I be any more shot?
Gee, thanks. God, the 90s sarcastic guy. I'm glad that archetype is pretty well. No, it's not dead. They've just migrated it. Now it wouldn't be a straight guy. Like the Marvel always has that character, but now it's always like a nerdy woman that is like that one.
I thought you were going to go sassy gay.
Or a sassy gay. That's always a good way to get the, are you serious? We're really doing this? That incredulous voice of the audience too.
Bitch. White bitch.
White bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, a gay guy, it's a crapshoot, right? Could get away with it depending on how silly and fun the word sounds coming out of his mouth.
So that's right. We just need more gay football analysts.
Yeah, there aren't any.
There,
well, maybe Troy Aikman.
Troy Aikman, is he gay?
There are rumors, but just because he's a Dallas Cowboy, I choose to believe them.
Why would that be bad?
It would be embarrassing for the city of Dallas because they're full of homophobes, and for that,
I think most stadiums, Texas, because Dallas is where the Texas Rangers play.
Yep,
and they're the only baseball team that didn't do a Pride Month thing.
Oh, really?
Right? Or was that hockey?
I don't know. I'm not familiar with that story.
Yeah, every team. I think every team in baseball did something
for
Pride Month, and the Texas Rangers. And I think, well, this might have just been always their slogan, but like it says like straight up Texas or something like that.
So they're running against it.
I've heard that might be just a year-round thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because that's another one of those team names that does the city and the name, and they're not known for being the most open-minded group of people. The Texas Ranger Pride.
I don't like them because they claim the state. I don't like teams that claim the entire state. You belong to a city.
If there's other teams in that state,
which there are in
Houston,
Texas.
Yeah.
I mean, I think they should be the Nashville Titans. I don't think they should be the Tennessee Titans. I think that New England Patriots is a cop-out. You're in Boston.
Yeah. They fucking took 4 states.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Talk about those greedy fucks. They took enough from us. They took 15 years of exciting play away from the AFC playoffs.
But I'm okay with the Tennessee Titans. I mean, what is Tennessee other than Nashville?
They have the Predators.
Yeah, they have
the hockey.
No, I'm saying what.
What else is the
what is
state?
the state of Tennessee other than Nashville?
That's
Just-
about it.
Yeah,
Chattanooga, that's somewhere in there. Don't give me a map. I don't know.
that's not a real place. That's fucking something Bugs Bunny sang about. That Albuquerque,
Yeah,
they're not real
Albuquerque is another
places.
one.
Yeah,
Albuquerque is another
Memphis.
Bugs Bunny city. Memphis, yeah, right. That's
cool.
from the Johnny Cash song.
Memphis,
Yeah.
Tennessee. Oh, okay. Wait.
Memphis and Knoxville, I would say.
Oh, Knoxville, right, where they keep the gold.
Wow.
Right.
Tennessee seems like a tourist destination all of a sudden.
There we go.
Yeah, we're
Well,
gonna cut
I-
to that commercial, right?
Maybe not so much for you. Again, a little dicier.
I've driven through Tennessee.
With
Not
that knows
fast.
you should
Top-
keep driving through Tennessee.
Yeah, that's right. Don't stop.
No,
boy.
wait, no, I got pulled over in North Carolina for going 95 or whatever.
Oh yeah, they don't like
I
that.
didn't know Jews went that fast.
I was-
License and
yeah.
registration.
No,
That's all right. They saw his nose and like, whoa, can you go in it faster? Can you get out of here?
Figure the aerodynamic would call your nostrils all crazy.
It would have looked
Yeah.
bad without my mom in the car because with this, like, after my grandma died, we cleared out her place. So I was driving from Florida to New Jersey, and I just had 2 flat screen TVs and 2 paintings in the back seat of the car. If my mom wasn't there, I feel like it would have looked a lot worse.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Sir, step out, please.
Modern day Jewish booty is what that is.
Jewish booty.
Jewish booty, which some lucky lady would get once you start going to Jiannang Dumpling House in King of Prussia. They will get some lovely Jewish booty.
I don't think they want anything to do with my booty has nothing to do with that's not part of the package deal.
You don't
You
think
only get
you
the
don't
front.
think-
You only get the front of me,
Mm.
and that's not great either. But- yeah, but it's anything I can see myself cleaning or whatever.
Okay. Well, you look good. You've been losing some weight, I noticed, and even better for you. I hate to admit this. This is painful for me to admit. In fact, generally when we're on shows together, I feel like we both are usually pretty dialed in, usually pretty good.
Masters
And
of the
as
craft.
much as I'd like to say I blow you out of the water, I don't. We're usually both equally good. I got to say, I performed with you twice this weekend, and I was off my game this weekend, and you blew me out of the water both times. You brought it and you crushed.
Well, I rattled you the first because I was in a conversation when you were up, and you're like, "Hey, Dave, bring me a beer."
That was it. Emily Epstein White, the lovely Emily Epstein White, who we'll have as a guest soon. She ended up running me one out. But yeah, we were literally talking. I was like, I'm about to go out. And you, like, as I would, were like, all right, I'm just going to wander away and do this thing. So that trying to immediately talk to you from behind a wall probably didn't work. No, it definitely didn't work.
Yeah, I
but
did not hear. Well, I feel like I would have ignored you anyway.
Thank you. I
I'm
appreciate
not-
that.
That's such a no. That would be such a bitch move on my part.
I left my beer right next to you. I had needed it. Hey, I got a free one. I needed it because I didn't want to do my set.
I
Sober.
would only do that to another comic as a power move.
I get it.
Make them bring me a drink while I'm up on stage.
I get it. I just didn't want to run to the back.
I hear
and
you.
I knew you were right next to my beer and you were coming up next. So I thought it all worked out. But you're right. When Emily Epstein White brought me the beer, I felt really bad. I was like, she's
Yeah, because you were
later
trying-
than me on the thing. So it's kind of ruining her entrance. Fucking, she's lovely though. But yeah, that was a weird show. It was in a junkyard.
yeah.
Have you
it
ever
was,
performed in a junkyard before, Dave?
Was it? Yeah, no. It was a construction site, not a junkyard. Is that
No,
the
it's a
same?
junkyard behind the clay studio. There's a big pile of junk.
I didn't see
and a
the pile.
crane.
I saw like construction site equipment.
Oh yeah, there was junk.
There was junk in that show.
Junk.
Yeah, it
junk
was.
all in that
It was.
show.
It was. There was fucking clay. What the
It was
hell?
a clay
clay
studio.
wheels in the back. Yeah, we could have.
I took a lovely picture with Bradford Davis, the comic. I'm ghosting him in the fun way.
Yeah, no, it was a fun show.
Yeah. But you blew me out of the water. I don't like it, Dave. I don't like it.
Well, it was,
You're having great sets.
I love those intimate settings where I can just make eye contact with every single person in the room and make them feel uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And I found them. You
You
know,
did.
some people were all on board. Some people weren't all on board with me, and I just locked eyes with them.
Until they laugh,
Yeah.
until they give it up.
But yeah, I also I thought about getting on the stage and just being like, I bring beer to no man. But
Yeah. Anybody hoping that when Dave and I perform together, we have like a nice coordinated thing? Not true. We barely acknowledge each other at these shows.
It's true.
Yeah. No, but you're crushing it, Dave. You're doing a lot of good work lately, and I am.
Do you want to see if you can redeem yourself during the news?
Is that it? Are we here?
I mean, we're at
Perfect
45.
segue. Okay,
That's
yeah,
good.
I will crush you in the news. Perfect. Okay, hey, we're at the news section. That is a new news. What do we call it? Punch-in graphic. Yeah, why not? A new news graphic. We have actually a new name for this segment. We are calling it Weekday Update, which is a lovely not stolen thing. Thank you.
stolen.
Yeah, so do not.
Oh, wait.
Hopefully,
Damn it, I have 3 not jokes on here. That's fucking
not.
very
Hopefully, Michael Che does not see this, and he won't.
What can they do? What can they do?
Nothing.
Yeah.
They could do. What would they do? Absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching. The news, Dave and I have written 12 jokes about this week's news. I don't know what he has written. He does not know what I have written. If we do joke on the same news subject, we will have a joke off playing each other off.
Joke.
Oh my God, it's so much better. It's so clean and short. I love it, much like my co-host.
I'm tenting.
But if Dave and I are joking each other off, we are competing. And I am one ahead, so Dave desperately will want to win. You guys can go ahead and vote in the comments who you think would win in any sort of joke-off scenario, as James Moss, our erstwhile guest, could not be here tonight.
He was never confirmed.
Boy James, and that's not me criticizing him. That is his social media handle.
That's true. All right, and we're off. Florida is named the shark attack capital of the world, which Florida is embracing because they'd much rather be associated with animals with 3 rows of teeth than citizens with no teeth.
Following guilty verdict, Trump supporters call for riots and violent retribution, or as they call it, dinner at Waffle House.
Fun.
Thank you.
All right, here's one that's probably too long for to be good.
With confidence.
Yeah, right. Immediately
With
just
confidence.
getting on a joke.
I love the idea behind it, but I know my limitations. Billionaire plans to take newly designed sub to Titanic site to prove it's safe. Although scientists are far less concerned with the safety of the craft and more so with what we did to anger Poseidon so much that his hunger for billionaires has become that much more frequent.
I like it. I like it. Ohio's Republican governor signs measure ensuring Biden appears on the fall ballot. Though to keep his party happy, he has changed all polling sites for Democrats to the toxic train accidents scattered across the state.
Nice. That's fucking. That's like a year old.
Yeah, I know. We're getting callbacks here.
Yeah, there'll be another train crash.
It's
soon.
only a matter of time in Ohio.
More Florida.
Oof, lovely.
Ugh.
Take a second.
Ugh.
The beauty of the live show.
Yeah, that was could really feel that
fucking
coming up.
Fake bacon on that wrap that I ate on the way over here. All right. Florida allows doctors to perform C-sections outside of hospitals. What this really means is that Florida is getting very specific about what you're allowed to do under the stand your ground laws.
Castle doctrine, baby. That's where you can attack someone with 2 pistols.
To
In your home.
C-section them?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
absolutely. Nikki Haley writes, "Finish them" on Israeli bomb after refugee massacre. And in following Haley's idea of finishing a sworn enemy, Israel plans to drop out of the war and endorse Hamas.
All right. Son of Sam killer Berkowitz denied parole in 12th attempt. The parole board has suggested that perhaps he seek different legal counsel, preferably one that gives him better advice than bark, 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 bark.
I was waiting for like it was a rough trial or something. I like it. Lauren Boebert trails behind opponent by 14 points in Colorado poll. But supporters say she isn't worried. Like anything with Lauren Boebert, it can be touch and go in Act 1, but by the 3rd act, you can expect her to manipulate an explosive finish. because she jerked the guy off in the play, Dave.
I bookmarked that video.
Stroke of genius, buddy. Good job.
I'm still waiting for the director's cut.
The
There's definitely like at least 10 more seconds of fucking jerk in there that I would make the most of.
It's an October surprise in different ways.
Texas authorities find 27 illegal immigrants in horse trailer during traffic stop. Even though they didn't find any horses in the back of that trailer, the Texas authorities were still overheard saying, "My God, they all have such silly names."
Hey, I like it. A Massachusetts teacher on leave after holding mock slave auction in class. The teacher says he plans to use his time on leave, enjoying his spot as the front runner in the 2024 Florida Senate race. Well, you're not the only one coming down on Florida.
Glad you got that one. I did not have. I stared at it for a while. I didn't have anything great. Cher wins years-long legal battle over royalties with Sonny Bono's widow. Which makes sense since she had a huge hand in all of those artistic properties, but unfortunately the widow wasn't able to see the slalom for the trees.
Yeah, all right. A Chinese spacecraft has successfully landed on the dark side of the moon in a mission that cost $75 million in DoorDash fees alone.
That's a trash Chinese joke.
Yes, it is a junk. That is a junk Chinese joke right there.
Is that what I said?
Junk. Junk. Trash, junk. It's okay. It's
no trash is.
It's
trash more offensive.
It sounds. It's more judgy.
Yeah, I don't
junk can have some use. There can be some use in junk.
I don't like that.
Not a lot of use in trash.
Oh well, we're live. And speaking of things I probably shouldn't say live. American Airlines faces the discrimination suit after removing 8 black men from flight. A spokesman for the company said, "We have to do a lot better to live up to the American name. So to make it up to them, we're giving them vouchers for a free boat ride."
Oh, God. That's bad. And I hate that that's our joke off. Each other off.
Joke.
Mine's a little more... I don't know. Okay. Black men asked to leave flight sue American Airlines for racial discrimination, saying, quote, "If we wanted to be treated like subhuman animals undeserving of basic decency, we would have flown Southwest." Yeah. I know. Not a lot of unpredictability on that one, but if I see a chance to shit on
like Spirit is like they got sent downriver. Like it's like so much similar.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm going to post the video on Truth Social so that I can win the joke off.
There you go.
All right, but here's a makeup joke for the last one.
Okay.
Josh Gibson becomes MLB career and season batting leader as Negro League Statistics Incorporated. Regardless, white people still top the record book for errors, batters plunked, and angry tweets about preserving the integrity of the game.
Yeah, don't even get me started on mermaids.
What?
Homeless people bust out of Edinburgh, Scotland to make room for fans of the upcoming Taylor Swift concert. Though many believe that ejecting violent, drug-addled itinerants is just another attempt by Taylor Swift to inconvenience Kanye West fans.
Fun.
Yeah.
All right. More air travel jokes. Indian Airline gives female travelers option to choose seats next to other women. They said the option costs a little more, but it's totally worth it because if you roll the dice and end up sitting next to a man, you will legally become his property.
Oh, God. No, in Indian Airlines, maybe, perhaps.
I knew who I was talking to.
Someone who doesn't know any better. Oh, God. Okay, you'll like this one, Dave. Orange juice makers consider alternative fruit as prices skyrocket. Spending June focusing on unusual fruits is proving a challenge to both orchards and Dave Primiano, the booker of the Weekday Comics podcast.
Man. I thought you just said I wouldn't like it because it was about orange juice being tampered with.
It was about you.
People know I love my orange juice.
You love your OJ. You love OJ in all forms.
That's right. 14 games. Speaking of football, London's Metropolitan Police say 53 arrests were made during Champions League final. And since they were able to gather 53 convicts into one location, London now has all the ingredients it needs to start a real football team.
Madonna sued for pornography without warning at LA concert performance. Spectators report a sick scene where Madonna got inappropriately graphic and sexual. And after singing all of those hit songs, she apparently did something bad.
There you go.
You know,
All right.
how could you have a problem?
I mean, my thought process when I looked at it is like, yeah, it's only not okay now because she's old.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. If this was like a virgin Madonna, we
Yeah.
would have liked it.
We did like it when it happened.
Sabrina
Yeah.
Carpenter's singing about taking big black cock, and we love it. You
Is
know,
she?
we
I don't
love
even
it.
know-
Oh, did you not see? She does like an
I don't even know
outro.
who that is.
Sabrina Carpenter. She's got that new song that's like, I'm working late because I'm a singer. You don't know. Why am I singing?
Yeah.
Anyway, it's like everywhere. Anyway, she does a thing where she
And
does
I'm
like
nowhere.
yeah, that's
But
true.
no.
She does like an outro at the end of her songs, and she like improv. She like riffs like 2 bars at the end of one of her songs, and she did one on the BBC, the TV show. And of course,
Okay.
she was like, "Hey, I'm on the BBC," and she turned it into a other BBC
Innuendo
joke.
about
yes,
big black wieners.
and Twitter loves it. Madonna, too old,
Yeah.
just too old.
But she's done lots of interracial.
Madonna,
Yeah.
yeah, absolutely.
All right. That was a nice little
That was a
break.
good segue. She's
Yeah.
done tons of interracial. Madonna.
Biden dons Kansas City Chiefs gear during team's White House visit. The team wanted to give him his own brand new helmet, but he insisted on a used one so that he could sniff the inside of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It makes sense. He's a sniffer. After lagging sales, Jennifer Lopez cancels tour to spend time with her friends and family, saying, quote, I am completely heartsick. J-Lo went on to say, quote, I mean, this year was supposed to be about me. Now I have to try and relax around all these losers.
Very in character for her.
Yes.
All right, my last one. IRS sues Ohio doctor who said COVID-19 vaccines made people magnetic. Unfortunately for the IRS, though, the doctor is unvaccinated, so nothing's expected to stick.
Yeah. Magnet joke. Sure. My last joke here. Arizona tribe temporarily bans dances on reservation after police officer is fatally shot. This story will be immortalized in the upcoming Paramount Pictures film Footloose with Wolves.
Like it.
Thank you.
All right. Well, that's
That's
it for the news portion of the weekday update.
The weekday update. Good.
Neil hates it.
Neil hates the segment. He loads it. We came up with it 30 seconds before we went live.
That's true.
And we're sticking with it.
And we never looked back.
But yeah, that's actually it for us for a little while.
We're not going to be here next week.
That's right. We're taking a week off. I'm going to be at the beach.
Yeah.
So I have nothing going on this week. Although next week I will plug for me and for you. We are, well, I don't know. Did you agree to this or not? I agreed to it. The podcast with the Seriously Dads.
Well,
We were together at the show when it was proposed to us, but I have agreed to it. I don't know if you actually did.
they must have taken you aside and asked you because I do not remember this request. So way to blow up their spot.
Well, okay. I was there.
Why the fuck would we be on that anyway?
They're doing it. Okay. So the weekday, the weekday, no, I'm sorry. Seriously Dad podcast, which is another drop 10 banger, is doing a live podcast recording at Soul Joel's, not this Saturday, but next Saturday.
I was not invited to this.
No, you were. I was physically in the room with you. Anyway, I, perhaps not Dave, will be on the Seriously Dad's live podcast recording, although I suspect you've also been invited.
All right. Well, you see Jay more than I do. Bring that up, maybe.
I'm going to text him like literally after this to make sure that
Okay.
you show up or that I don't show up and they're expecting a dual interview.
Well, speaking of podcasts,
You can go get tickets at souljoels.com right now. It's June 15th at 8 o'clock.
Thank you. Right. Of course,
You're
Neil,
very
you will be
welcome.
part of that as the producer of Seriously Dad.
Yes.
So literally we're doing it. You are not invited, Dave. So
yeah,
That makes sense.
this
Yeah.
Well, this turned into a hurtful segment for me.
I'm very happy.
I thought
about
we
it.
made it. We made it out of the podcast without my feelings getting hurt.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
We just have the plugs to do. Easy. You just say shit that you're doing, and then you went out of your way to say something that to send me uninvited on something that I'm not invited on.
I said that you did better than me this
Yeah.
week, and I have to take you down. I have to humble you in some way.
Well,
I have
it
to
worked
lash
a little
out.
too well.
To lash out in some way. What do you have going on this weekend?
This month isn't for me. I have turned down booking after booking and said
Wow.
no, hire a gay.
That's nice of you.
But you can, if it might have actually been posted the same time we sat down on Sunday. I recorded as a guest on the McGonagall podcast, so that should be out soon. I figured since it was airing after this, I would just do all the same stuff that we
Right.
did here. So it's a lot of repeats.
So if you want to hear all about your WNBA takes, yeah.
Less in depth. Ed he's fucking rapid fire through the topics. I like that. It's good.
Yeah. All right. Well, maybe we'll try that someday.
No,
No.
what's his thing now? But yeah, so check that out. And then we'll see you in 2 weeks. And
Yeah.
I'll have shit to tell you guys.
Yeah. Enjoy your next week. You have a reprieve from
Yes.
from this. And we will see you in 2 weeks. Bye, everybody. Well, there we go. Thanks for listening, everybody.
Oh, man, that was we fucking landed that like Kerry Strug should have.
Hey everybody, how you doing? This is comedian Neil Wood, and
Adam Nutter.
we can't do it like that. You have
Nope.
to sound like a human being. It's cut. That's insane. Because I'm realizing how little you're talking.
Adam Nutter.
I could just take. If you just want me to, honestly, you know what we need to do is you just need to get that clean,
Adam Nutter.
and then I'll just pop it in wherever I need to. But
Adam Nutter. Let's do that.
come listen to the Cult of Us podcast. That's our promo.
Adam Nutter.
A Drop Tent Media Network podcast. Go to droptent.com or search Cult of Us podcast on your favorite podcast platform.
This has been a Drop Tent Media production.